we're going to the Saints. Jack's favorite team.
Hell yeah.
This back-to-back weeks we're covering Jack's teams. But I read today, so Alvin's thing is, I guess in the last day or so, his court dates got pushed back another 60 days. So they're saying that he might not have anything until 2023, which if he, or even if he does, he might play week 1. If they play week 1 and they go and they're healthy, I think that this Saints team is going to, if Michael Thomas is back, you've got Jarvis. I don't know if you've seen Michael Thomas in camp, but the guy looks ridiculous. You've got Chris Olave, you've got Marquise Alvin, Marquise Callaway, that's Jack's boy.
Yeah.
That's Traquan Smith.
Traquan Smith is my guy.
Jack has been waiting, dude, for years.
I'm a truther.
He always has like 3 plays a year where they're like just 70-yarder house calls and everything.
Just enough to keep him on my dynasty fucking
just
bench.
To keep him there.
Just to be like, one day he's gonna have like a moment in Limitless where like a part of his brain unlocks and he's just gonna be like, "Oh shit, I'm really good at football."
Holy fuck! I've literally got.
If I really want to, I'd be a 1,300-yard receiver. No,
dude, he's got wheels.
So, let's get into it. Michael Thomas. Everybody forgets. Nobody forgets. You can't guard Mike. You can't guard him. He's 100 receptions 2 years ago. Hasn't played in a year and a half. If he's even 80, 90% of what he was before the injury, I like him in this offense.
Yeah, you got a guy who's going to just be airmailing it to him.
Yeah, and you know what? Okay, well, let's get into Jameis Winston. You brought him up. He's a guy who has history when he was on the Bucs of feeding multiple 1,000-yard receivers. He did it with Mike Evans and fucking Godwin, and he can do it with Kamara. Pretty much. Kamara does take a lot of those receptions away, but he could probably do it with Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry. Get them close to 1,000 at least. And Chris Olave, have you guys seen him at training camp? Holy shit. This kid's a fucking burner. He's gonna be really good in this system. Speaking of this system, new head coach, bye Coach Sean Payton, and hello, new head coach Dennis Allen, former coordinator for our New Orleans Saints. He was the defensive coordinator because, as everybody knows, Sean Payton made the offensive calls, and having the offensive coordinator job for the last 15 years has basically been cash a fucking $500,000 check a year and sit your ass on the bench and don't say shit. But we got a new head coach, Dennis Allen. He was the former head coach of a really, really bad Vegas, or back then Oakland Raiders team. He was their head coach. He was their coach from 2012 to 2014. He was let go when he lost, I think, the first 4 games of the 2014 season, and came to the Saints, where he actually had originally started. But talk about the additions of this Saints team in the offseason. I like a lot of them. Obviously, Jarvis Landry, pretty great wide receiver. Another LSU guy coming home with Jarvis is Tyrann Mathieu on the defensive side of the ball. So obviously we got a lot of
Dalton.
Dalton and the fiery redhead.
Oh, but I forgot you got the Red Rocket. But yeah,
but we did have a huge loss on the offensive side of the ball. I'm not going to act like it's not a glaring weakness. We lost Teron Armstead, who is one of the better offensive tackles. I think he signed in Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
God, Miami always picks up these guys, and it never happens for them. But yeah. He retired, and Malcolm Jenkins retired. Teron Armstead. Malcolm Jenkins is my guy.
Yeah. Malcolm Jenkins retired. He was on the defensive side of the ball though, but yeah, he retired, and then we lost Quan Alexander on the defense. So obviously a lot of changes. Ian Book is a third string quarterback who I like way more than Andy Dalton. I don't know why we went out and decided to get Andy Dalton. That's for another day. But like Nick said, I do like Marquez Callaway. He had some moments last year. So I mean, him as your 4th wide receiver, like, this team is like the anti-Tennessee Titans. Like, they are completely set up to have an air raid offense, like 24/7. They got three guys who, if they played and got the targets of a wide receiver one, could be elite guys in the league, But yeah,
I really like their.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like their running. I was gonna say I really like their running backs too. I like that they, I like obviously the Kamara, but I like bringing Mark Ingram back, and I like kind of rounding that out again. What Malcolm Brown's nice. Tony Jones, it just keeps getting buried. Deep. But yeah, they it's nice depth there. I mean, they're solid everywhere. I mean, this is
our fourth string wide receiver, Rashid Shaheed.
Well, you guys, that's not even the coolest name. We had found out fucking 5 seconds before we got onto this podcast that there is a rookie for the New Orleans Saints who just had maybe a season-ending injury. I don't know. They say it's definitely a bad one. Undrafted from out of Auburn. His name is Smoke Monday. Smoke Monday. He's a safety.
Fucking right.
I mean, the best. That is the best name in the NFL.
Dude, the Saints are an all-name team, dude. They got Taco Charlton too.
Dude, you have Cowboys legend Taco Charlton.
Yeah, Cowboys.
We got some great names on our team for sure. There's no doubt. Calvin Throckmorton, dude. Come on, tell me you don't want to
Sage Doxtator. Dude, you guys got the whole fucking Forest Lamp.
Nobody is going to beat the Saints in names this year. There's going to be some great names.
I think the biggest problem with this team is the lack of offensive line talent. I know that you just drafted the rookie, but
it's thin.
You have a lot of holes. You don't have a lot of guys with a lot of experience.
What are you talking about? I mean, you got Ryan Ramczyk, who's really great. You got Cesar Ruiz, who's a second-year player. Eric McCoy,
who was awful as a first-year player.
Yeah, true. But I mean,
Ryan
isn't bad.
Is good.
The left side looks weak. That's for sure.
Yeah, the left side's weak. The right side's strong.
I mean, I'm going to put this around 15 to 20 best offensive lines maybe in the league.
Oh yeah, no,
but
I thought you were making the case that they were like a bottom 5.
No, but the problem is you have, of course, Tampa, who we'll get to later in the division, and you're going to have to compete with them, and you're not going to be able to stop them coming at you.
Well, the whole thing about what the Saints I think are going to be building towards, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're going to be trying to spread out at the line, and Alvin Kamara is the ultimate kind of difference maker. And if he can kind of not, miss the first tackle, get to the line of scrimmage and catch the ball, or run to the, he makes a lot of problems for the defense trying to stop him.
Absolutely.
And he can absolve a lot of the sins of having a shitty offensive line.
Absolutely. You have different things. If you look at this roster and you think of who the head coach should be, I feel like it's got to be an offensive minded guru. And it's not. Right? Like you have different.
True.
There's too many. There's a lot of things going on here, and I don't know how it's going to shake out. Obviously, as far as skill positions, they're probably the most talented in the division. I think I would say that.
Maybe I don't know.
Tampa's close.
Tampa's got pretty spoiled.
They just signed Julio Jones. Fucking for their third receiver.
Kyle
Rudolph.
It's at least a discussion.
There's an argument, sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they're clearly top 1 or 2 in this division. I mean,
they definitely have one of the nicer wide receiver rooms, and I would, as a if you were a Titans fan, you'd be like,
dude, you're talking to 3 Browns fans here who wanted nothing more than for Juice to come back to Cleveland. I mean, like he looks great in his new colors. I think I even shared it on our Twitter not long ago, or maybe Instagram. He looks great in his Saints outfit. I love it. I love the photo shoot he took where he had the LSU helmets next to him, and he had a Saints outfit on. I thought that was cool. A little weird that he just posted that picture on Instagram where he's fucking cupping. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he has doing the cupping therapy, and everybody's clowning him right now because he literally has 300 of them on. Like, what the fuck was that?
It looks like he's being milked.
Dude, he literally looks like he's getting. Dude, have you seen the picture, Stuart?
No.
We'll just look it up later. It's there's like cupping and like therapy, like therapeutic relief and shit. Like, and I'm sure advantage to this, but you're looking at this, and you're like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, he was like plugged into the Matrix. He had so much shit on.
He's got like there's more skin in the bubble on his probably than not. I mean, like it's wild. But anyway, great receiver. Legend of the game. I mean, like I said, I hate that he's not a Cleveland Brown. I think he would have fit so perfectly in this offense that we got now.
Could it be Kevin White season?
Well, and I think Adam Troutman. I was going to ask you about Adam Troutman. So, what do you think about? I think last year he was kind of a letdown. He was injured.
I'm not sold
but I feel like that's what I'm saying. But I think he has promise though. Like there was all that hype around him.
Yeah, I mean Adam Troutman, when he's healthy, he can be effective. Also, you have to think about our quarterback situation last year, and when Jameis went down, the whole offense kind of just fell apart.
So what are they going to do with Tate? Are they going to run Taysom as a tight end? Like, what is their plan with now that we know that Jameis is the quarterback? Are they going to still do like these little weird fucking packages that aren't effective where he comes in and he's going to run the ball, or is he going to like line up at tight end like he is here?
Bring back the wild.
I think that was Sean Payton.
I don't know if Taysom Hill has that same connection with the new coordinator because he was the defensive coordinator. So but that's the GM's problem, not his. And,
well, no, for sure. I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those things.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm just saying it's just like if you're the head coach,
Shy Tuttle, dude, you guys are fucking the shit. Like I saw another guy go. I saw this guy right here, the number 2, the second left defensive end, Tano Kapaka Saganan. Yeah, dude, you're fucking on it. I love it.
All-time team name.
Shy Tuttle might be.
No,
Shy Tuttle's good.
Kent Tavius Street.
Kent Tavius Street. But Smoke Monday. Smoke Monday's the shit. If I ever like decide I want to buy a Saints shirt, they probably don't even make a Smoke Monday shirt, but I will make a Smoke Monday shirt.
He's gonna make the team first.
But another big comeback on the special teams, Big Nuts Will Lutz is finally back into the fold.
Nuts
had a season off last year with injury, and one of the better kickers in the game. I think everybody kind of has a short memory when it comes to kickers, but that's kind of a name you remember. He's Will with one L. He gives the L to the other team. He is one of the better kickers in the league.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's his thing.
I love that. That's fucking sick, actually. Yeah. That's really good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Big Nuts Will Lutz. I only have one L because I give the other one to the other team. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he's finally back in the fold. He's a really good kicker. So I'm happy to see him back. A lot of guys coming back on the defense, and obviously we talked about Tyrann Mathieu, who is him and Marshawn Lattimore. I mean, just whatever side of the field they're on together, if it ever happens, like, don't throw the ball there because you're not getting it back. Like, it's going the other fucking way. Like, two dudes who are at the top of their game as DBs,
ball hawks.
These are two guys that I would not want to be matched up against with my top wide receivers. So
can we let's go to the schedule real quick before you move on?
Yeah, let's plot out I haven't even really gotten too deep into this yet, and I haven't really thought about what kind of record they did. Did we ever decide what we kind of all felt like the Falcons and the Panthers records were going to be?
I think so for the Panthers, dude, honestly,
I think 3 or 4.
I think 5. I think 4 or 5 wins are my top. 5 wins is my top for both those teams. Put it there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of.
I think 3 or 4
5,
for both.
I think 6 wins.
No, I'll give 6 for the Panthers, 5 for Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. All right, so let's get into these Saints. So we start off at Atlanta, week 1. This is the game that Stewart thinks the Saints lose. I don't know. Historically, we've been pretty good against Atlanta, but new quarterback. So
Atlanta at home.
Yeah. Atlanta at home. Yeah, but
they're
we've been
in
pretty
the
good.
dome.
Let's look at the cheapest ticket this year.
It's 35 here.
Arizona
34 against Cleveland.
That's in Arizona though. I'm talking
Carolina.
Yeah, we're talking the last game of the year versus Carolina.
That's actually kind of wild. That I'm sure those tickets are going to go up.
Yeah. Carolina has all the cheapest tickets. Nobody wants to come see Carolina. I guess their fans don't travel well. But no, this is a Saints. This is a Saints team that's probably going to start off like 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, probably. I don't know. This is a 500 team in my eyes until they unless the offense says different, and it also kind of hinges on the Alvin Kamara suspension and what that looks like and the timing of that. If the timing is the first 6 weeks, I think I like the Saints to do better. I think if it comes sometime where it's like unknown and it's like they drop a suspension in relation to some, whether it be like a court hearing or something that coincides with that timing, I think it would be really detrimental for the Saints season. But this is a team that I don't think anybody thinks is going to win the division. I think everybody kind of thinks that a lot of people think they're going to be the second place team. I kind of see the upside for this season as kind of Saints make the wild card. And, I think the only issue I could really see with them getting and achieving that would probably be obviously the issues I just mentioned, but also the fact that this conference is really fucking good this year with the NFC West. And we'll get into it eventually, but I think, a lot of those teams are going to be taking up a lot of playoff spots. And so it starts to get crowded and you start to try to figure out where does my team fit into this? And, it's not going to be, I can't imagine I can see them beating Tampa, but I can't see them beating Tampa in the division for an overall record.
Yeah, well,
I like it.
Yeah, I think if I had to say, I would give them. I think that I agree with you. I think they're probably a 500 team. I could see them go. Yeah, I can see them win 9 games top.
Yeah, 9-8, a 9-8 team.
Yeah, 9-8 team.